A lot of people have been sitting on the sidelines, I think, waiting for the elections, waiting for what's going to happen here. Obviously, Trump is in office and kind of politics aside, and more looking at policies and more financial policies and what's going to go on with the markets. I'd say the market has flipped extremely bullish, and we're not just talking crypto DeFi, rate cuts. Gordon, have you've seen the video with Trump talking at the Bitcoin conference about
Yeah.
he always uses awesome language, but it's like United States is going to be the crypto capital of the world and the Bitcoin, you know, epicenter of the planet or whatever he said. And he also said when he takes office, Gary Gensler's gone, the corruption in the SEC is gone, and the anti-crypto policies that the Biden administration are also going to be gone. And he got a big standing ovation. That's happening, and you can kind of choose if you're bullish or bearish and what your next move is, but we're super bullish here. So Gordon's kind of walk us through what we're seeing, and we feel a huge sense of urgency right now of like there are not, I mean, there's always an opportunity. I don't want to be that guy. There's always going to be an opportunity, even if you miss this one. I'm just like, why do we keep missing opportunities? We want to seize these opportunities, and I think there's a very big opportunity looking at us like just like here we are. Make a choice, make a decision. What are you going to choose to do? Gordon, walk us through what you're seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, we also got the rate cuts yesterday, another
That's right.
25 basis points cut. So lots of bullish sentiment in the markets, Lucas, and the markets are reacting. Even if we look at Bitcoin the past couple of days, we've broken to new all-time highs. We're retesting, 76.7, poking up towards 77,000. Ethereum has finally
Mm,
decided to wake up, and we've finally broken out of this channel that we were in. We tested this 2,800 level multiple times, but did not manage to break through it over the
let's
course of
go.
the past few months. And we've powered through this. You can see we're currently testing the 200-day moving average for Ethereum.
Hmm.
And, this bodes pretty well because a lot of people have been waiting for Ethereum to do something and make some moves to the upside. And, oftentimes in cycles, we've seen the once Ethereum begins to move, altcoins
Yep.
are kind of, getting ready on the sidelines to get more liquidity in the kind of couple of weeks and months after Ethereum starts to move to the upside. And Solana breaking out as well, already
Hmm.
broke through this 184 level and moving towards and testing the kind of 202 level where we're seeing this next level of resistance on the chart. So we wicked up there earlier today. We might move back up and close above it. So that would be very bullish for moving higher.
I
And
feel
I
like I've been
think,
waiting for this for so long. I feel like I've been waiting for this for years. This is what it feels like. I've been actually waiting for this moment for years.
yeah,
Like I'm
definitely.
pretty
Yeah.
excited.
I mean, it seems like such a long time compared to some of the action we were seeing in DeFi and liquidity pools back
Yep.
in February, March, April, when we had
Hmm.
these run-ups in price. We've all
Hmm.
had to be very patient for, the
Hmm.
past 6 months as we went in this sideways channel for a lot of
Hmm.
these assets. And
Hmm.
we're finally seeing the positive sentiment. So
Hmm.
yeah, lots of exciting stuff happening. Interestingly, with Bitcoin dominance, we saw Bitcoin dominance continue
Oh wow.
higher into kind of the 61% level, getting up to 60.5%. But
Mm.
interestingly, as Ethereum has begun to break out in the past day or two, we're seeing Bitcoin dominance breaking back down to the downside. Now, I don't know if we've gotten to a peak for Bitcoin dominance for this cycle. Maybe we have, maybe not. I think we need to see, a little bit more data over the coming couple of weeks to make a final decision. But normally, what happens if we zoom out, Lucas, and you know this better than anyone, but when Bitcoin dominance begins to break down, as we saw happen at the very beginning of 2021, this
Hmm.
sharp decline in Bitcoin dominance, this was the real beginning of altcoin season.
Hmm.
And this is when alts really began to move. This is when you see those fees increasing a lot in those correlated pairs across Orca, across Radium, across Aerodrome and Uniswap. You get
Hmm.
extremely good fees as Bitcoin dominance breaks down and as the dominance of alt continues to move to the upside. And the other chart that I look at there is total three. So total three gives us the indication of everything outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum. And it's kind of the inverse of the Bitcoin dominance chart because back at the beginning of 2021, we saw this big sharp breakout of the total market cap for everything outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then again, what we're looking for over here is this to kind of break back to the upside. We had a bit of a breakout from this downwards channel over the past few weeks, but we
Hmm.
haven't really seen it shoot to the upside just yet. So I think a
Hmm.
few more weeks, maybe even a couple of months before we see this really go to the upside. But as you said, things are starting to wake up. Ethereum making moves, Bitcoin making moves, and even the S&P 500
Yep.
printing new all-time highs.
All-time
So
highs.
it's not just crypto; it's more liquidity. Exciting times in the market.
Exciting times. I saw my portfolio just skyrocket over the last few days, and I got even more excited when I realized most of that was because of Bitcoin. My alts haven't really done anything, and I hold 60% of my portfolio is basically in alts. 40% is in Bitcoin, 60% is in alts. And I'm like, okay, we ain't seen nothing yet. Like I'm waiting for the alts. When alts pump, it'll make whatever my portfolio's seen the last couple of days look pretty small.
Yeah, absolutely. That's when you get those kind of parabolic gains. Again,
Yeah.
you do still have time, but you don't have a lot of time because, just like we saw in at the beginning of 2021, this stuff when it takes off, it moves
Yep.
very quickly to the upside.
Yep.
So I was trying to get the total three chart there once again. Just how quickly this
Yeah.
happens is very tough to gauge.
It's
So
within three
I
months.
think
Yep.
I think there's a few more weeks, but yeah,
Yep.
definitely it's an exciting time to get those bags packed.
That's why we're really big on if you're in the UIG or if you've been kind of watching us for a while, we're really big on, I mean, part of your portfolio can cash flow you. We've been in a sideways channel for the last, what was that? I feel like it's been 6 months. I think the chart showed 3 months, but I feel like it's been like 6 months. We've just been kind of like blah. But you've got a portfolio that's printing you cash and you are dollar cost averaging into the market. I just feel like that's a superior strategy than just taking your fiat and dollar cost averaging because you are buying a house, but there's no rental income coming from that house. That's the way I think about it. Whereas if you are cash flowing your DeFi portfolio, you buy a house, that's creating cash flow. You're taking that cash flow and you're buying up assets that can appreciate in the future. And you're just kind of getting the best of both worlds. You can do this in a bear market. You can do this in a bull market. Obviously, you may want to be in more correlated pairs. You can kind of ride the appreciation of them. But I'm just like, no one's ever complained about having cash flow. In fact, I oftentimes think of cash flow as step one. A lot of people are trying to get rich investing. They don't have much cash flow to invest. I'm like, create your cash flow, whether it's from your DeFi business or from income sources as well. And then take that, get rid of fiat, buy assets, and hold those assets for life. I'm just like, that's the way most people get wealthy. And I think we can do that in DeFi really well. And the last few months has been an example of that. And I think the next 10 years is going to be an example of that. This doesn't change, just your strategy changes. So if you'd like to check out what it is we do, subscribe to this channel, hang out for a bit. You can check out our website, cryptolabsresearch.com. Check out the UIG, what it is we do. We'd love to support you, whether that's for free through the YouTube channel or through the services we offer. With that said, if you've liked and subscribed and you've shared this video with someone you think this could help, this YouTube channel doesn't grow without your support. If you've been kind of a free grabbing all of our free content, our only cost of admission. And again, we're not forcing you to do this. We don't run ads on these YouTube videos, but we'd love if you shared this with someone you think this can support. It means the world to us and it really helps us grow this channel. So, cost of admission, do that. And once you've done that, hopefully you stick around to the channel, check out some other videos. And with that said, we'll see you in the next.